What's up, YouTube? This is Spade here bringing you my last battle of the year. So happy New Year's Eve to everyone. Thank you for all the support you have been giving me this year. And anyways, on to the match and shenanigans. This is a underused match, or at least UU by the old standards, because this is a match I had a while back. I figured I could bring you guys this as the last match of the year, because this was actually a pretty good one, a close one. And I'm using my super broken UU Sun team that was allowed back at the time. Now Drought has been banned, Espeon is a UU, and basically how this team works is just, we create everything. And in UU, you don't have to worry about Heatran. And back at the time, there was no Chandelure either. So, we create everything. But without further ado, let's just jump right into the match. This is a battle against Slash Assassin 2. I battled this guy back already at Gen 4. And this guy is actually pretty good. And he leads with a Standler. And believe me, this thing was bad news bears, or bad news deers, if you will, in this case. This thing was big trouble. He puts me to sleep with hypnosis. Luckily, I do get the first turn wake up with my Donphan, so I get a chance to put on my rocks before this Tangrowth does any shenanigans like Lead Seed or Sleep Powder. So I go into my Espeon, but he actually goes for a knockoff, so he's carrying that. Which of course is annoying, because, I'm a dual screener, and it would be nice to have those screens up for 8 turns, and that actually comes to a bit of a play later on too. But anyways, I set up my Reflect. He has Giga Drain, then he switches out into his Umbreon because he knows he can pretty much wall me, and I don't really want to stay in against that thing since I can't really do anything. So I go in my Vulpix to set up my Sun. Good signs with Vulpix in UU. Well, it's the Drought that is banned, not Vulpix as a whole, but whatever. Anyways, I just set up my Sun. He actually has Dark Pulse, and I think I just go for the Toxic right here. Yes, I do. He switches into his Arcanine, who is of course going to benefit from my Sun. But I was thinking, probably my Cresselia, who is a beast of a wall, can take pretty much anything he has. And he's actually more specially orientated, and this Fire Blast does a lot with the Sun boost. Holy crap. That's even off the leftovers, that looks a pretty solid 2-hit KO. So I can't really stay in here. So what I'm going to do is just switch back into my Vulpix, who's actually especially defensive with the Eviolite. I don't know if there's any good Vulpix sets out there, but that is what I was running back at the time. And Vulpix actually takes the hit decently, but he's actually mixed. So he goes for the CC. Vulpix's physical defense is like crap. Well, its special defense is pretty much crap too. Everything about Vulpix is pretty much crap, so it doesn't take the hit too well. And it dies, but coupled with the Toxic and the Life Orb, I take out the Arcanine, and I'm just gonna send out my Espeon here to set up some screens again. And he goes into his Tangrowth, who is specially orientated. And I'm just gonna set up the Reflect on it because I'm already specially defensive, so he can't really do anything with the Giga Drain anyways. And I think I go for the Light Screen right here as he switches back into his Umbreon. So with the Light Screen, I don't really have to worry about his Dark Pulses. So I just go for the Morning Sun, and he does something really interesting right here on this following turn. So he goes for Toxic. He bounces it back to him with my Magic Bounce, but he has to Synchronize, which bounces it again back to me. So that is something that I haven't really seen, never really, not too often. But he pulls it off. He uses my Magic Bounce ability against me with his Toxic, and then he makes a wish, and I just go back into my Cresselia because I figured this is a pretty good opportunity for me to just go for the Moonlight. But of course the bad news is that he's gonna be able to Toxic me on the following turn with his Umbreon. But at least I get back to full health, so I may be able to take some heavy hits, later on this match. But since I'm Toxic, I can't really do too much to him. What I'm going to do is just switch back into my switch back into my Espeon right here to, you know, set up my screens again. But there he shows that he actually has the heal bell as well. So that was an excellent plan on his part. He has both of my psychic, specially or physically defensive guys. Cresselia more physically defensive, and this Espeon more specially defensive was toxic. And now he's not toxic at all, as he just pulled off the heal bell. Really should have seen it coming. So now at this point I'm like, damn, well, what I can do is just, you know, set up my screens again and then just directly switch into my Victini, because now that he's no longer as toxic, the only way I can take this thing out is by brute force. But with Victini in the sun, I do pack that brute force, even though Umbreon is a beast of a wall. We all know that. But Victini is so broken in UU back at the time with the sun support that it doesn't really care. So I go for that big recreate, and the HP goes down, 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 and it's a solid one-hit KO. Boom! Down goes the Umbreon. And now he's gonna bring out his Standler. Wasn't really sure what he would do besides Hypnosis. But at this point, you know, I could risk the miss, and he does miss with the poor 60 accuracy. So I set up my Trick Room. My Reflect, though, wears off, and he pulls the Sucker Punch on me. But I'm like, I'm a Victini, I can take the hit. But he actually crits me, and I could have survived. Like, if he was max attack, I did the calcs, and if he had max attack, I still would have lived the hit. But whatever, it's a Standler. And then it also happens to be so that he is running speed EVs, and it's like a mixed Standler, so I'm even more positive that I could have easily lived the Sucker Punch even at -1, and then I could have just recreated everything. But since he critted me, that won't be happening. But then again, gotta give some credit for the Standler. It did great for this match, and it was able to pull some shenanigans on me. So no recreates today. I was able to, you know, at least take down the Umbreon, and that is pretty much all that matters. But anyways, I go into my Cresselia and just go for the hidden power. In comes the freaking Tangrowth, which I think has the Chlorophyll ability, as it was able to outspeed me. But this was like a really old match, so I don't even remember if Tangrowth was released back then, although it was one of the first one. Anyways, I'm rambling. In comes Slowking. I think my Shifter can take pretty much anything he has, but he goes for the Scald, and of course gets the burn. And this just happens to be a physical Shiftry, so that sucks. And this one actually has Nature Power and Rock Slide, and then just Sucker Punch, so I don't even have the, you know, Grass Stab, which is kind of unfortunate in this situation. I did change this later, but at this match I did not have it, so I go for +4, and then I think I just go for the Nature Power, because I don't want to go for the Earthquake just in case he just decides to go for the Slack Off. And even though I'm burned, you know, +4 Earthquake will be a pretty solid 2-hit KO. And a funny fact, I actually had to record this battle twice because I forgot that I used a Nature Power. So I used the background for this match, and then the Nature Power turned into a Tri-Attack and then screwed up the battle. But anyways, he decides to save his Slowking for later, and he goes into that Standler, his MVP pretty much, as a Death Fodder, and +4 Nature Power EQ will take him out, so at least I get rid of that thing. It was really annoying with Hypnosis and Sucker Punch, and then, you know, being faster than everything. But anyways, I take him out. He goes into his Heracross, but I still have a full health Donphan here lying at my wings, so I just go for EQ, and he knows he can one-shot me, so he actually goes into his Slowking. But since I'm faster than the Slowking, and I do have max attack, and he's no slow bro, I can easily 2-hit KO him. And now at this point, all that he has left is Heracross, and all that I have left is this Donphan, and I think I still have my Cresselia, but that thing will be pretty much Death Fodder against this Heracross. So he goes for Mega Horn right here, and it looks to be like a 3-hit KO. and my EQ looks to be a 2-hit KO. So I pretty much have the game in the bag, and even if this EQ would not KO, I would still have the eye shot priority to take him out, but it does KO him, so that will be the game. And I gotta say, one of the closest UU matches back at the time that I had, because usually Victini was just so broken with the sun boost and we created that it usually destroyed everything, but in this match it was not the case, and it really came down to the wire at the end. You know, had he got like a crit on my Donphan, you know, he could have easily taken down my Cresselia. But indeed, that was the match. I hope you guys enjoyed this little blast from the past. Gotta say, it's a good thing that Sun has been banned from UU, but at least I had my fun with it, so not complaining. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this match, and Happy New Year to everyone. And this will be enough of rambling for me for today, so I will see you guys next year. So until then, this is the Flaming Spade signing out. Peace.